to my channel. My name's Elise and I am currently in recovery from anorexia. So I thought today I'd just have a little chat around something that I've noticed a lot lately has been one of my kind of like challenging things that have been happening, and that's actually dealing with the motivation to recover. So I've only been in recovery for a bit over a month now, I think, and or since I've been home, and I find that my motivation is very like undulating. It's very up and down all the time. Sometimes I'm really motivated. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this challenge. I'm gonna do that. And then I go to do it and I freeze up and I freak out. So I just thought that have a little chat around motivation, because I truly believe that in recovery, you're not going to feel motivated at the start. It's going to feel awful. It does feel awful. The panic sets in, the anxiety sets in, the tears come, and you don't feel motivated at all, because you don't feel, of course you can't feel motivated when you feel like that. So what you have to do though is just make yourself do things. That motivation won't be there. We can't rely on motivation in order to recover. We just have to do the hard things and do the actions, eat the food, stop the behaviors, because that's the only way to get through. Another thing with like motivation and stuff is you've got to find ways to make yourself be motivated. Like I do find I do get motivation during the day at times, but it doesn't always stick around. So usually like there's certain times of day, like at night, I'm like, yep, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this challenge tomorrow. And then I wake up the next day and freak out. And I know I'm not alone with that. So some of the ways I have been trying to boost my motivation is watching like recovery videos. Like I love Row Recovering. I love Megzy Recovery. Reading some books. I've read the book, is it Rewire, Rehabilitate, Recover by Tabitha Farrar. I'm currently reading the 8 Keys Eating Disorder Recovery book. And just being inspired by other people. And it doesn't have to be people who've recovered from an eating disorder, even being inspired by people who just have a good relationship with food and their body. I also find really helpful as well. So yeah, just remember that motivation, it's fleeting, it's going to come and go, and we can't rely on it in order to recover. That motivation probably won't be there for a while. So you've just got to keep pushing yourself. You've got to keep eating the food, doing the hard things, and it's going to feel very mechanical at first. Like every bite is just going to be like, I have to eat, I have to chew, until, you know, that motivation and just those behaviors stop. And I know one day that things will get easier, because I used to be terrified of eating a sandwich, and now I have a sandwich every day for lunch. So it does get easier over time, and I wasn't motivated to do that at the start. There were a lot of tears, there was a lot of like distress, but now I'm becoming more motivated to get better. I have a lot that I want to get better for. So having your reasons to recover is also a really good idea. So I'm going to leave this here for now, but I will chat to you soon. The guilt's kicking in. It's okay. It's okay.
Why are you guilty? What are you guilty for?
Eating a lot.
It's not a lot, Josh.
It's another step closer to recovery. I don't want to do the biscuits.
No, the disorder doesn't want you to do the biscuits.
Yeah, you're right.
We don't listen to what the disorder wants. Say, fuck you, eating disorder.
Fuck you, anorexia. So that was just a really challenging lunch, but I got through it. And honestly, I was not motivated to have lunch. The lunch that I did, and it might not seem like a lot to you, but to me it was a lot today. And just on motivation, like, you will get waves of motivation, so jump on those moments when you do it. That's when you challenge yourself. But on those times you're not feeling motivated, that's when you really need to be like, why am I doing this? Come back to your reasons why you want to recover. Honestly, my motivation was really high this morning, and I was just so fed up with being controlled by anorexia. I was watching people at work like getting coffees and food and just enjoying life, because anorexia or your eating disorder takes away so much from you. And so I've just had enough, and you know, that's what's been keeping me going. And like I said, your motivation probably won't be there all the time, or it might not even be there at all. So you have to mechanically do everything you can to keep things. You just have to eat the food even if you don't want to. You have to, you know, control those urges even if you don't want to, because motivation, you can't rely on it alone. It's great when it's there, but it's not something you can completely rely on. So I hope this has been helpful for you. Yeah, I'm just feeling a bit guilty about lunch at the moment, but luckily I am seeing my psychologist today, so I can have a chat to her about that, and I'm just going to go distract myself. And good job for eating today. You did really, really well, and be proud of yourself and how far you've come. I know you might have a way to go, but you've still come really far, and you should appreciate that and be proud of yourself. So if you like this video, give it a like, subscribe, let me know what you want to see next. Let me know what you're struggling with, or you know, what challenges you're facing, and we can go through them together. So I'll see you next time.